So in this problem, we're going to talk about the perimeter of a football field. So an American football field, it says the length of an American football field is, okay, so wait. You have to know what the shape is of an American football field. And that it's a rectangle. Oh, well, it's going to be a rectangle if I can draw a rectangle. Okay. So this problem's not one of the really fun geometric shapes we just saw. It's just a rectangle, but, you know, rectangles are cool too. So anyway, the length of an American football field is 200 feet more than the width. Okay, the length, that's the L, is 200 feet more than the width. Okay, so the length is the longer one. Here's the width, and then the length is the width plus 200. Okay, now you can write that several ways. I put it on my diagram. You could say the length is the width plus 200. You could write it that way. Okay. If the perimeter, okay, so that means we need the perimeter of a rectangle. So you go back to all those cool formulas, find the rectangle, find the perimeter formula. Perimeter is twice the length plus twice the width. Okay. It tells me if the perimeter is 1,040 feet. So it tells me the length of the perimeter. Maybe I want to put a fence around the football field. Okay. And then that's going to equal twice the length. But we have a representation for length. It's W plus 200. And then we have plus 2W. Now you want to make sure when we solve this equation that we only have one variable. Notice it's all in terms of W now. Okay. And then we're supposed to figure out the dimensions, which means length and width. Okay. So there's our equation. We're going to distribute 2W plus 400. There's the distributing, plus 2W. And then we're going to combine some like terms. And this is fun stuff. We're going to subtract 400. So at this point, you could probably stop the video, you know, and just do it yourself. And that's a good idea to do that. All right, what do we get? 640 equals 4W. So divide both sides by 4. And that's going to be what, 160? So what does all that mean? It means the width was, we were in feet, right? 160 feet. You should put the units on that. It's not inches, yards, meters. It was 160 feet. Let me double check feet. Yeah, it was feet. The length, well, how are you going to figure out the length? Well, what did we say about the length? The length is 200 more than the width. So the length must be 360 feet. Now you could do a quick check. You could add those up and double it and see if that makes 1,040. And it better. Yeah, it's 520 and then there's 2 of each of them. So multiply by 2 and that's 1,040. Okay, that's the answer. I'm sorry it wasn't a different geometric shape. But, you know, you could do a circle. You just find the right formula for your example. Okay? And plug in the numbers, and then you can solve for whatever they ask. Okay.